Good morning, it's nearly 4 AM and I'm already at London Stansted. The airport parking bus has just dropped me off and the adventure starts now. Welcome to Stu Steps Away and another exciting extreme day trip. Today's mission takes us via Milan, Bergamo in Italy, and I'll catch up with you once we're in the air. Today's flight is about 1.5 hours on this Ryanair 737-800. Our route's going to take us out over the English Channel, literally skimming France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, and then down into northern Italy. I've just woken up from what must have been a quick doze, and wow, the Swiss Alps at 30,000 feet. What a view this morning. Landing into Italy, bang on time. Now the real question, will passport control queues be kind to us today? On the local bus now into the city of Lugano. This was plan C really for the day. Plan A was to get into Switzerland. Plan B was to go to Lake Como. But just given the risk of the passport control and getting through immigration, I decided to take the safe option. But still scenic, and we have the option of getting a train now, local train, up to one of the lakes. So looking forward to that. And here we are in Bergamo. 8:45 UK time, 9:45 in Italy. Amazing to think that I'm walking along the street looking at people having their breakfast, and here I am ready to start my day. Busy old place, Bergamo station, with the bus station directly opposite. Very convenient. We're now on the train to Brescia. Bit of a rush to get on the train. Bought the ticket at 10 o'clock. Asked where the platform was. Bearing in mind the train leaves at 10:06. Only to be told it's a 7-minute walk away. So the next train after that is 50 minutes away. So had to have a run up the street onto the platform and just caught the train as the doors were closing, so saved some time there, which was good news. Anyway, this is the regional train now going up to Brescia, and from there we will get another regional train up to the lake. But looking forward to seeing some scenery on the way. Our train that we've just arrived on into Brescia. We're now going to hunt down our next one to the lakes. As we leave the city, coming out to the countryside now, we've got the rolling hills in the background, vineyards and young vines in front of us here, growing ready for the summer. The Lombardy region is quite an industrial region and also agricultural region as well within Italy, northern Italy, and some amazing views on the way here. Lovely blue skies now with that high level cloud that we saw on the plane earlier on today as well. More vineyards here. and also back there we had some olive plantations as well. So typically Italy, I think. And a great way to see the rolling countryside. Our train begins its descent into the town of Iseo. And yes, my pronunciation drifts all over this video when it comes to place names. But let's not forget this is Plan C. I'm just excited now to see what the town and more importantly the lake can offer. Literally 2 or 3 minutes walk from the railway station, and the lake is right in front of us. Such a beautiful quiet town. This is not your Lake Comos or your Gardas. This is just a little bit of peace and tranquility. Beautiful. And here comes a ferry which is going to give us a tour right around this island, all for cracking value of €4.50. 2-hour boat trip or ferry trip. This is a public ferry that actually takes the locals to and from the island all around. So looking forward to this. So we're on the ferry now, and we've left Iseo. Lake Iseo is the 4th largest lake in Lombardy. It's historically a working lake, fishing and trade, and not a resort. Just coming into our first stop on this fantastic tour. Door. Just like with us, people come and go. Off of it, they go. The school kids for the day, back home. How cool. So we have many venues to stop at on this tour round. This was just the first one which we're just leaving now. Looking forward to see what else is in store on the trip. After leaving Priedore, I decided to orientate myself with Google Maps, because at first I was generally confused about what was mainland and what were islands. Here we are at our next mainland stop. Susano 2. The island straight ahead is Monte Isola. It is the largest inhabited lake island in Europe. There are no private cars, just walking paths, bikes and fishing villages. The island rises almost 600 metres straight out of the water. Ciao. The lake edge here is lined with olive trees, a small promenade area, beer gardens. What a lovely place. Ciao. Another stop off on the island here. Noting again, no cars, no vehicles, just footpaths. Silvanio. I don't know if that house is meant to be the Italian flag colours, but you've got the green, the whites and the reds. Very quaint. Beautiful views behind me of the village and the island. In front of me I can see the mountains. Clouds a little bit low and it's a little bit hazy this afternoon, but that was forecast. Still quite mild, t-shirt weather for us Brits, although the locals are a little bit more wrapped up. And here we are coming into Ciao 2. Maracino 1. I later learned the number after the town isn't a route, it's just the jetty number. Ferries here work like trains, same destination, different platforms. We're back where we started. What a lovely way to spend 2 hours this afternoon. All for just €4. What an amazing value price. After the ferry ride, I spent some time wandering around Iso, a medieval lakeside town with arcaded squares, a 12th century castle, and even the first monument ever built to Garibaldi. Just walking around the town square at the moment. How lovely and peaceful it is here. And so very Italian. In front of me here is a statue of Garibaldi. Reading up on this, it's common to have a statue of this gentleman in most town squares and areas in Italy. Wisteria elegantly growing on this house here. Looks old and weathered, but still looks impressive. And look at that for a view out the window, the lake and the mountains. Town Hall clock at the top there. And the municipal buildings just underneath. Lots of eatery places and drinking places. And fantastically painted buildings. Route back up to the railway station now, where we come down when we first got off a train, spinning round to the lake and the mountains. Heading on back to the railway station now. Been an amazing few hours here. Just playing it safe to head back and grab a bite to eat somewhere, as the fuel levels are running down a little bit now. So see what we can find. I bought 2 single tickets from Bergamo to Iseo via Brescia for only €7.40. Only later did I realise that the train back didn't stop anywhere, straight through to Brescia. Perfect excuse for a quick snooze. Well, that sees us back into Bergamo. Didn't get a chance to film this on the way out, as running like a lunatic trying to catch the train, and yeah, I wasn't able to speak at that particular time. So yeah, pleasant journey out to the lake, back here again this evening. A little bit of rain on the way back, but it's still quite mild here at the moment. I'm going to go and find something to eat now in the city before heading back out on the airport bus to the airport, ready for the journey back to Stansted. So it's been a pleasant day so far. Still a few more bits to do though, trying to find some nice food. This is a sign they failed to point out at the ticket machine this morning. 7 minutes for a quick walk, 10 minutes for a walk with luggage, 12 minutes if you're a slow walker. 450 metres just to get to the exit or to the platform, depending on where you are. I seem to recall something like this in Rome Central Station, where myself and Helen and Lucy had to run miles to get to the train because of a distant platform. Must be a thing in Italy. Anyway, head back to the station now, all 450 metres of it, and I'll do it at a slow stroll now. We're getting there, 350 metres. Well, it's finally time to have some food. This evening we've gone pretty basic, some Italian beer, and we've got a burger in a roll and some kebab in a roll as well. So looking forward to that, as I'm absolutely starving. So here's the first one anyway. Looks good, nice flat smashed pate, good value as well, so less than £10 for all of this. And I'll show you the kebab in a minute. Well, the burger and the kebab are not cosmetically as appealing as the pork roll was in Copenhagen, but taste, value, quantity, definitely comparable. So pleased with that. Enjoyed the burger. Just about to dive into the pork. Not the pork roll, I've had that already. Just about to dive into the kebab, so looks good. And washed down with a Peroni beer. Perfect. Well, that certainly hit the spot. Not as good as a pork roll for sure, but still good. Enjoyed that. Alright, I'm going to be heading back to the airport now, see what the check-in situation's like. Before we go, just a little bit about today. So return flights with Ryanair, £30 today, from Stansted to Bergamo, which I think is great value. Parking on top in Stansted Airport was £12 at the Premier Inn Hotel. We've had to pay for some train tickets today and bus tickets, but I'll put the cost down in the chat actually, or in the description, just so you get an idea of what sort of money we've paid out today. So tickets themselves were found through the extremedaytrips.com website. Subscriptions are that, or you can just go on it and do some short notice bookings. You can also use Skyscanner as well, but they do have memberships available, and I got mine on Black Friday for quite a considerable reduction, so quite pleased with that. And you get a tag, and I've made myself a badge up as well to go on my rucksack. In addition, airing today is my imported badge via Amazon, LED screen, only £12-15. You can put your own pictures up on it and have it scrolling through with whatever you want. So just a nice little touch. So I'm going to head over to a bus stop and we will go from there and see you back at the airport. Bye for now. Back at the airport now, heading towards departures, just to see what pain awaits in passport and immigration control. Catch you on the other side. Here we are, walking out to our flight home, back to London Stansted. Ryanair back this evening, Boeing 737 MAX, due to depart at 10:50, so about 20 minutes away. I'll maybe catch up with you on flight, if not when we get back to Stansted. And so we depart Bergamo in Italy. What a great day it's been today. The flight back was beautifully smooth, taking a slightly different route, up over Switzerland, across France, skimming the Sussex coast, right over London, and then dropping into Stansted from the north. Another extremely long day, but 100% worth it. We've made it back to Stansted, and let's be honest, there's probably one more queue with my name on it. And indeed there was, a 20-minute queue to get through British passport control just before midnight. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this extreme day trip, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon on Stu Steps Away.